It's like I know her, and I'm humbled, I'm honored. She didn't have to be here. This amazing part. She said the entire country, she's never spoken anywhere before. They invite her and she won't go. So she was like, "Are you okay?" I'm gonna say it. I'm honored. I know you're honored too. I know, Mommy, you're gonna be part of this, right? You're always gonna come, right?
If I can find my way back, yeah.
So I know she will love us. We love her already. And this is only the beginning, as my brother, our doctor said, Solomon, that we are going to grow.
Yeah.
We are going to grow. You have no idea. May not have very rough. We are going to grow. And we need to, you say, lack of knowledge, they perish. When the presence of knowledge is, there's life. Yes, and there's freedom. So you walk with confidence. You walk knowing what you know. So it's like, are you sure the congregation are going to? I'm not going to say the things they say in the church. I'm like, man, don't worry, lad. I know my people. Without much ado, can we, with a cup of it, can we welcome?
Wow, what an introduction. He's right, I don't do this at all. I spoke to the gentleman that actually told your pastor about, and he convinced me that I really needed to come. And then when I did speak to him, he said, I told him, I don't do this. I don't do church. Okay, my church is with me everywhere I go, because God is with me everywhere. Okay, so first of all, I wanted to ask you, why are you here today? Anybody? Any volunteer? Why are you here today? Why are you here today? I've put you on the spot. I'm sorry.
I'm here actually for unexplainable testimonies. So I also want,
Unexplainable testimony.
I also want to experience the same testimony with God.
It's amazing. Wow. Okay. Anybody else? Why are you here today? I mean, today is unexplainable testimonies, but I'm sure you've been here before for other reasons. So why are you here today?
I'm here in expectation. I want to experience something new.
Ah, okay. Okay. Anybody else? Be brave. Come on. We're all the same here. And please call me Billy. This doctor thing is just not. Just call me Billy, okay? So, who else has anything to say about why are they here? I'm going to pick somebody if you don't raise your hand. I'm a bully like that. Lady in red, why are you here today?
I'm here to receive from my maker.
Ah, talk to this gentleman. Okay. Now, Abby, yeah? Okay. I heard the word expectation. Do you all know that expectations actually leads to disappointment? Do you know that? Yes, it does. If you expect something, you're like a child waiting for sweets, you know, it's like it's not coming and you get disappointed and you become angry, you know. So the first thing I need you to do today is to erase the word expectation from your vocabulary. Today. I know it's hard because we all expect something, but I need you to erase it, okay? Also, I wanted to ask you, what is your biggest fear? What is your biggest fear? Most of the time when I ask my clients what their biggest fear, they say failure. Yeah? The fear of failure, okay. I'm going to project you at the age of 80 years old. 80 years old. Can you just imagine your life when you're 80 years old? What is your biggest fear at that age? Death. What else? Thank you. Perfect. That is it. It's regret. Okay? Which means that whatever you're feeling at that age, you need to fix now. Have any of you seen this Back to the Future film? Maybe you're too young. Back to the Future is this guy who gets into this magic car, goes into the future, goes into the past to fix things that he knows he will regret. Okay, so this is what we're going to do today. So we're projecting you in the future. Yeah. So imagine your perfect life. I do that with clients all the time. It's amazing. I'm going to project you 10 years from now. So just like with Dr. Solomon, you're going to close your eyes and imagine what your life is like if everything goes well. If all your wishes are done and you're just like so happy, nothing is going wrong. Okay? So close your eyes. I'm gonna ask questions, okay? So do it well. Close your eyes. I'm going to ask you to project yourself 10 years from now. I want you to see where you are. Which country are you living in? Not necessarily Ghana. What does your home look like? What does it look like? Is it an apartment? Is it a house with a garden? Is it in Europe? Is it a cold country? Is it a hot country? What do you look like? Have you lost weight? Put on weight? Are you married? Do you have kids? Just imagine it. Get into the driveway. What are you driving? Are you driving? Are you walking? What color is your car if you're driving? You get out of the car, you open your front door. What does your home look like? Is it a big space? What colors are on the wall? Do you have paintings on the wall? Can you see plants? Can you hear music? Do you have a television there? Do you have a music system? Do you have a big sofa? Do you have carpet on the floor? Or do you have a wooden floor? What is the lighting like? Imagine all of it. I want you to feel it. You are walking into your future 10 years from now. Your perfect future. Can you feel it? Can you see it? Is somebody baking cookies in the kitchen? Are the kids running around? Their music playing? Do you have a balcony? What do you see outside the balcony? Are you happy? How do you feel? This is your perfect life. You need to feel happy. I can see some smiles, which means that you're living it. This is your perfect life. Perfect life. What do you do first thing in the morning? You have breakfast, you have your shower. What are you wearing? Look at yourself in the mirror. What do you see? Have you changed physically 10 years from now? Are you working? Are you working from home? Do you go to an office? Do you own your own company? Feel it. Hear it. You are there 10 years from now. Then you get back home. You go home. And you meet me there. I'm waiting for you in your home. And you're all excited and you're telling me about your day. Oh, Billy, guess what happened? This is what happened. I did this and I did that. so happy. I want you to own this dream. It's yours, it's your life. It's your life 10 years from now. Take a deep breath. Deep, deep, deep breath. Take a deep breath. And now open your eyes. How real was that for some of you? How real was it? Did any of you actually feel the way you're supposed to feel? You did?
Yes.
You did, huh? Okay. You're the one who said regret.
Yes.
Okay. So now you are there. You really see it, don't you? I want you to turn around and look at yourself now. Tell yourself what you did to get there. You see how it works? So you are there, now you are walking backwards. You're not planning your future. Your future is already there because you've just lived it. So you talk to yourself. What's your name? Johnny. So Johnny, 10 years from now, can you come here? Actually, come here. Yeah, come with me. Come with me, yeah. If you don't mind sharing, share how you felt with our brothers and sisters. So 10 years from now, Johnny is talking to you, Johnny, now. What did you do to get there? In terms of life choices?
Okay.
Over there you have no regrets, Johnny, because you've done it all.
Yeah.
How did you get there?
Okay, so I think I made good decisions to get there. I guess I can tell how I felt. It felt good to walk into a house with 3 beautiful kids, you know, nice house, 1 story, like with a nice patio on the roof somewhere, you know.
Don't laugh. That's his
Yeah,
life.
a very good big space, you know, and it felt good to be fulfilled. I woke up in the morning going for a swim first, then coming for breakfast.
In your own room?
Yeah, man.
Oh, wow.
Very nice food. So, I was, in that future, I was a big man, you know. But I like the modesty and the seclusion of where I was. Like, yeah. So, how I got there, I'm still figuring it out.
You just have to turn around.
Okay.
Look at yourself. You've stepped those steps to get there. You understand? That's what you need to get real.
Okay.
It's like, okay, I'm there. You just described it. I mean, I experienced it with you. We see the kids, the pool, everything. Then we turn around, Johnny. And then it's like, okay, I made this choice, and that choice, and that choice, and this is how I got there. Did you feel any fear when you were there?
No. That was
Are you
like
feeling fear now?
No.
Okay. That's how you got there.
Yes.
You need to be fearless.
Okay.
You need to actually, thank you so much.
Right.
Aha. You see, you got it. The main thing is, you need to believe that this is your future because I'm not going to create it for you. He's not going to create it for you. You know why? Because he helps those who help themselves. So you can't just pray for everything that you need. You need to get up and do it. You need to get up and do it. Because you need to realize how much power you have. All by yourself. Does anybody here feel really, really, really powerful? Or are you crippled with fears? Who has any fears? You have to be honest, because we're here to heal all this. This is great.
So the fears.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think I have a fear of not getting there.
Okay. Well, you just lived it.
Yeah,
With all of us.
Yes. But I think the fear of failing to get there or making a bad move. that will prevent me from getting there. Something like that.
That's what you need to get rid of.
Okay.
Because once you've lived it already, it's there. Do you understand? You're very sure. Once, the brain is an amazing machine. Once it has seen, heard, felt, smelled, or touched anything, it's there, whether it's real or not. Have you ever woken up from a dream thinking, oh my God, this was so real, this was really scary? Why do you think it happens? Why do you think it happens? Because it was real for the brain. It was like, this was just so scary. Sometimes you wake up in tears, you wake up shaking, you wake up, it's like, something happened, I don't know what it was. That's how the brain is, okay? So you've lived it. You cannot unlive it. You understand? So forget about the fear of failure. Just think about, where am I going to step? It's like walking across a field and somebody's giving you a map with all the mines are. You know not to step here, you know not to step there. This is how you get there. And this is what you do. Has anybody put any intention on getting something? It could be an exam. It's like you study, because you need to get that. Why did you study it so hard? Has anybody studied until they couldn't sleep just to get some? Okay, I can see that it's still fresh in your mind, right? Still fresh in your mind. I'm coming to you. Okay. Hi, Dawn. How are you? This is my friend. You followed me all the way here. There you go. Where are you? Oh, here you are. Okay. Okay. You remember how it was when you studied?
Yes, please.
How did it feel?
I didn't even have time to sleep. I was really anxious. I really want to learn everything I had to. Yes.
Yes. Why did you do that?
I didn't want to fail. I need to make the best result.
Okay. Did you study that hard because you felt you should? Because you wanted to? Or because you needed to?
I wanted to.
Because you needed to. And that is the password for everything that we get in life. There's a difference between should, want, and need. If you put everything on the table as a need, I guarantee you, you're going to do it. Because it's just like what Solomon said. When you breathe, you need to breathe, don't you? What else do you need to do? Anybody, what else do you need to do?
Eat.
Thank you. You're cheating, you know the rules already. Don't cheat. Otherwise I will bring you here and then you come and do this with me. Okay. Okay. What else do you need?
Sleep. Sleep.
Yes, you need to sleep. What else? Some people think, why should I shower? Oh, really? Shower is not a need. No, you want to shower. You want to shower. It's not a need. You will survive if you don't shower, trust me. Some people do. I know some people want to do something. Huh? That's when you're bad. Really? Who told you that you are bad if you don't shower? Sorry? Oh, the mad people. No, there's some lazy people who also don't shower. There's some people, trust me, in cold countries, they don't want to shower in the morning because it's so cold out there. They don't want to shower. So give me a list of needs. You need to sleep, you need to breathe, you need to eat. You need money. No. No. That's another thing that people believe. You don't need money. Money is a piece of paper. If I torch it, it's gone. What you need is what money can get you. Do you understand? If you have a big pile of money in your bank account, are you happy? You probably would, wouldn't you? So if you start changing your perception about money, you will start getting things that you need. You understand? back in the day, trust me, they didn't have money. A lot of the sessions that I do, I don't involve money. Some people come to me and say, Billie, I'd love to see you, but I don't have money. I said, so? Somebody with money will come to me regardless, so you don't have money. And I said, so what do you have? What do you have? What do you have that I need? I bargain with one of my clients. She wants me to go and do a talk. After this one, I'm going to talk everywhere. She asked me to do a talk, and she said, how much do you want? I said, no, I can't charge you. Because she's a friend, I can't charge you. She said, I said, you do websites, right? She said, yes. I said, do my website for me. She got so excited. It's like, oh my God, yeah, okay, no problem, I can do that. You understand? I traded with her. I traded a lot of people. Because it's not about money. It's about what I need. And another thing that I need is to be the best Billie I can be. If I can put hand on heart that I'm being the best Billie, I don't know why I'm looking at you now, I'm just fixated on this guy now. It's like, it's the money bit. Once you can put hand on heart that you are being the best, what's your name?
Spencer.
The best Spencer you can be, you can never fail. But you have to convince yourself, not anybody else, because you're your hardest critic, aren't you? I can tell. You're your hardest critic, right? So once you know, you wake up in the morning and say, I'm going to be the best Spencer today ever. Better than yesterday, but I'll be better tomorrow. You can look at anybody in the eye, and even if they criticize you, you know that you're doing your best, so it will not get to you. How do you feel about the fear of criticism? That's another thing. I can hear sniggers, people are laughing. Okay, I'm coming to you now, because you laugh the loudest.
Okay.
Yeah, come. We're all doing testimonies today, not just me. Hello, young lady. Hi, what's your name? Georgina. I heard you. How do you feel if somebody is criticizing you?
I feel hard
Why? Why does it matter to you?
because I don't think the person knows me that much, and whatever that is being thought about me is wrong.
So why is it getting to you?
Because there's the truth about me.
So why is it getting to you?
I say I feel bad. I feel bad. I feel horrible.
Okay. You said that these people don't know you. So you don't know them either, right?
Yes.
So why does their opinion matter when you don't know them and they don't know you?
When I think what they said about me is not said right.
So if it's not true, why is it bothering you?
Because I think they might be passing it on and spoiling my image.
But your image is fine. Okay, let's turn it around. If I told you, right, that your skin is green, your hair is all dry and spiky, and you are like 150 pounds, and your jeans are torn, and you smell because she doesn't laugh. If I say all these things, how do you feel?
I feel bad.
Why? But it's not true.
It's not true, but I feel bad the other way around. Because
You feel bad
yes, so I
because
need to do something to change the perception.
you don't need to do anything because it's none of it is true. You understand? You can boldly walk into a room after somebody said all this, and everybody's going to look at that person and say, where were you looking? This is not her. Do you understand? What people think of you is none of your business. It's their business. Don't worry about it. If you start feeling a way, I guarantee you it's because a part of you is believing some of it.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Thank you. And that's how it works, right? So what you think of yourself is what needs to change. you don't need to change what they think about you. Good. I think you're beautiful. Isn't she beautiful? Okay. This is the opinion in the room. So, do you believe it?
Yes.
That's why you can stay here, because I'll pick on you again. Okay. Yes, you have a question.
With example, this was about people that don't know her. What about people that really know her and know that she doesn't bath?
Okay, if she doesn't bath, then it's her problem,
Okay.
not their problem. You understand? Do you understand the difference? If she doesn't bath, she already knows that. So she'll probably agree with them and say, okay, I own up, it's true, I don't. But if she baths and they say that she doesn't need to care. It's like, whatever. If you get hurt by people's words about you, it's because a part of you believes it, even if it's a small part. That's why it's important to always be the best person you can be. That gives no room for criticism. None at all. Because whatever they want to attack you with, it's not going to stick. So you just keep walking. And if they still want to criticize you, it's their business. You understand? I know it's hard, but we need to start changing mindsets. Because if we don't, we're going to reach 80 years old thinking, oh, I didn't do this because I was afraid. I stayed in my corner because they said I was terrible. You know, and it's like it just keeps on growing all the time. Yeah? At this point, has anybody got any questions? Yeah.
I am a teacher. And then I always, all the time, I feel bad when I get bad comments. Especially when my principal complained about a comment, like a comment made to him from a parent. I get very bad. For a moment, I seize myself at a corner. I can't come out as I used to. So when it happens like that, it takes a longer time before I can come out.
Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being very bad, 10 being excellent, where is your self-esteem between 1 to 10? Where is it? You would say 4. And there is the problem. It's not what they say about you, it's what you already think about you. What you think about you is feeding of what they say. If your self-confidence was 10, they can say whatever they want about you. It's like, whatever, if you're happy with me, I will find another job somewhere else. I will teach from my living room. You understand? Because you know that you're the best Georgina you can be. So what you need to change is your self-esteem, your self-worth, and your self-confidence. It has nothing to do with them. But even the way you walk, I can tell. I'm going to have to come back and teach you how to walk with self-confidence. You have to believe in yourself because you are being the best Georgina you can be. Once you know you are doing that, your head will go up. You understand? If you were my client, I would sit you down and find out how they started. You know, kids are not born with low self-esteem, you know that? Yeah. You know that they don't care. If they want to do that, they want to pick their nose, they want to... They walk, they fall, they don't care if anybody's laughing. I'm still going to try. Why is that? Because they haven't been polluted by the adults' minds. The adults are the ones who say, Coach, you don't do this. Amma, don't do that. Oh, boys don't cry. Oh, don't do this. Oh, no. Susie, you cannot be a pilot. You need to be a nurse. This little girl wants to be a pilot. But her dreams are shattered because she's getting her parents, her friends, a teacher, and anybody else telling her it's not done. You understand? And she will probably die miserable. Looking at every airplane thinking, that could have been me. So whoever has children here, please let them grow organically. Don't pass on this. Don't pass on this low self-esteem to them. What are your kids? Boys, girls, what? A boy and a girl. What's their ages?
3 years and 2 years.
Oh, you still have time to grow them right. Trust me. Once they reach their teens, you know why they have problems? Do you know why? Because they're confused. They don't know their left from their right anymore. What they want, what they need, is in total contradiction with what everybody else is saying about them, so they're confused. Every teenager on this planet is confused unless they are grown organically. Trust me, all kids know right from wrong. You know that, right? Even at that age, when they want to take something, they sneak it out. How do they know that? Because they know it's bad. They don't need to, you to tell them. They know. We all know what's right and what's wrong, don't we? We don't need the law to tell us. We don't need pastors to tell us. We know. Okay? Once we are true to ourselves, we'll always be right. So you let your children decide what's right, what's wrong. What's your boy's name? Jeremy. If you tell Jeremy, don't touch that candle, you know what he's going to do, don't you? He's going to go and touch it. Why? Because he doesn't really believe you. I find that for myself. It's like, ouch, mommy, I burned myself. I didn't burn you. That's how it is. Let them learn. This is organic growing. They will find out for themselves. Because you could waste your breath on your children. Don't do this, don't do that, don't do this, don't do that. They learn by themselves. If you let them grow organically, when they reach pre-college years, they will know exactly what they want to do. You're not going to have to convince them. You had a question.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My question is, what if you are, let's say you're staying with your family, like your parents and your brothers and sisters, and then this is the case whereby you like studying a lot about, let's say, the things, nature, spiritual things, and all this kind of stuff, and then there's an issue that comes up, and then you try to use the knowledge that you've acquired to interpret the whole thing or to explain the whole thing to them. And then they always go like, you are too proud, you always act as if you know everything. And then they keep saying all these things, but then you know for a fact that you are not proud, you are not arrogant, but then because what you know is what you tell them, so they take it to be an offensive thing. How are you going to take it like as a person?
You're talking about yourself, right?
Yes.
Okay. How are you taking it?
I can take it because I don't see it to be anything, but then they will be saying so many things like, you are too known.
I love this expression. How can anybody be too known? It took me 5 years to understand it. Too known. It makes no sense. Is it? It makes no sense at all. What it means you're arrogant, you think you know everything, and that's what it actually means. But too known makes, Exactly. Okay. So have their, keep the mic, I haven't finished. Have their attitude changed towards you since you've tried to show them your interpretation of what is going on in your too known attitude?
No, it hasn't. I'm still being me.
No, their attitude towards you.
Yeah, of course.
What's going on?
I think it goes to a time some of them want to just stay away from me. They just want to come. They don't want to come closer to me.
Because they think you're weird, right?
That's really.
Okay. Do you know what the real emotion behind all this? Does anybody know? No, not you. You know everything. Too known. Do you know what's the real emotion behind their behavior towards you? Thank you. Who said that? You're going to win a prize. No, really. She's right. It's fear. Fear of the unknown. They trust what they know. They trust what they know. So you, having learned other things, you've expanded your mind. You have outgrown the family. Okay? So, based on that, when you were visualizing your life 10 years from now, where were you?
Big.
I hope you're not taking the bad side. Okay. No. Where were you? Where were you?
I see.
Location.
Like, let me say, I saw myself achieving so many things.
Sure. Where were you?
Location.
Yes.
I was in America.
You know why? Because as bad as the place can be, especially right now, yeah, they still have a much more open mind than we do here. I came here from outside with my open mind, and I got totally freaked out by how they were trying to squeeze me in a box. I was even happy when I met Solomon because, like, oh, somebody's doing something I understand. Meditation, and I know all that. Yeah? But I'm even proud of all of you being here doing this, because if I go somewhere and say I do meditation, it's like, oh, okay, wow, okay. I do crystal healing as well. When I told people, they say, oh my God, oh, wow, what is that? Solomon uses crystals. I say, oh, I like Solomon, he talks my language, you know. But once you're outside the box, they become afraid of it because they don't understand it, and they don't want to understand it. It's too alien. And also, it's branded as evil by a lot of people. Another friend, hey, this is my house. You understand? So, what do you think your challenge is right now?
For me, because of that, I've just, I think they are my challenge. You know,
Talking about your family, yeah.
Yes, I'm talking
Family
about
and friends, right?
Yeah. For example, like I'm a music minister, so when
Can
I
you
haven't.
explain what that means to me?
Okay.
I don't know that.
Okay.
As a music minister.
Okay, I sing like my churches have programs and all of that. But then when we meet as friends or the same music ministers, those people that when we meet and then we're talking, and then I begin to enlighten them about certain things spiritually.
I love that.
They also
Enlighten.
they also go like, how can you be a minister and you be thinking this way? Or
Do they know that
acting weird.
God
You are
is the
saying
biggest
weird
magician?
things.
God is the biggest magician. Are they questioning him? They're not questioning him. You understand? All the things you are talking about was created by who?
God.
Thank you. So what kind of a question is that? What kind of a question is that? So your biggest challenge is not them. Your biggest challenge is to know that you're being the best you can be and sticking to your guns, because eventually they're going to have to catch up with you. I'll give you a little insight that some of my people already know. When I lived in London, I'm saying it because of what you just said, you are a music minister. Okay, it's really funny. I was a musician for 35 years before I came to Ghana. I came to Ghana on tour. I was touring Ghana, I did Panafest and all that. I sang with Osibisa, Kojo Entry, all these people, okay? When I started seeing that people were asking me to talk, they want to talk to me, and I said, why me? We feel we trust you, it's like you know, we want to ask you. I said, okay. I went back to London and I said, okay, me, I love my music, and since the age of 12, I've been a singer, okay? I said, no, me. Another unexplainable testimony, by the way, guys. I was going to university to learn Spanish. I did O-level, I did A-level Spanish. And every year you have to re-register, yeah? I went to university, register for my third year of Spanish. When I got to the table where everybody is taking your thinking, the guy said, oh, psychotherapy, that's great. I went, ho, no. This is not my line. I'm Spanish. He said, no, this is psychotherapy, psychology. I went, okay, so, he said, no. Stay there. I said, I'm doing Spanish. Where's the Spanish line? When I saw the Spanish line, Like so many people. I said, okay, and I looked up and went, you have a sense of humor. Okay, fine, good. So, put my name down. Spanish was in the evening. Psychotherapy was during the day. Guess what happened? I couldn't do both. I couldn't go home, quickly feed my kids, go back for Spanish. I had dropped Spanish. I was still coming to Ghana on tour while I was doing psychotherapy. My lecturer would see me coming and say, aha, you're going to Ghana again, aren't you? I went, sir, I have to go. I really need to go. How long are you going for? I'm just going for 10 days. All my money would be coming to Ghana. I didn't know why. I just had to be here, okay? When I finished with my studies, I said to everybody, I'm going to Ghana. I said, oh yeah, no, 10 days. I said, no, I'm moving to Ghana. I said, why? I said, because I feel I need to be there. I said, well, why? Because there's nobody doing what I do there, and I need to be there. People need to talk, and they need to talk to somebody who tries to really understand them and not tell them what to do. So I'm going there. My kids are grown. They say, Mom, if you want sunshine, go to Spain. Why are you going all the way to Africa? I said, because that's where I need to be. And it was a need. It was not a want. I did not want to be here. I had everything in London. I was touring, music, I had my own studio in the house. I was happy. No, I was good here. And when it's a need, you know it's a need. Do you understand? So what do you think you need to do now?
Just forget about it. I just have to forget about whatever they say.
You remember what I told that young lady? What people say about you is none of your business. What they think about you is none. I love that. I'm going to come to you. What everything, you know, what they think about you is none of your business. It's their business. You have to be bold. Even I'm going to go back to Solomon. You know why I admire Solomon? Solomon has been doing this since I've known him. He has never, am I right? He's never given in to pressure. When they say pranic healing, he says, whoa, what is that? What is that? You know, Solomon has been doing this pranic healing since I've known him. And he keeps growing and growing with the belief that what he's doing is the best Solomon he can be. And he's helping a lot of people because he's stubborn like that. He's too known. You understand? He believes in himself and he believes that what he's doing is the right thing for him. If you believe that what you're doing is the right thing for you, then you join us here and you keep going. Because what anybody else is saying or thinking about you is none of their business, none of your business. You have to remember that. Oh yes.
I feel like I need to say this to him.
Okay.
Coming from a world where self-criticism is almost like it's like damning. Like when somebody says something to you, you feel like this is the end of the world to me. I'm talking to Sushni as well, but that goes to him as well. It gets to the point where you are afraid to listen to people because you're afraid of criticism. But what you need to do is actually find people that you can actually trust, right? That really have your best interests at heart. So much so that if they say something to you, you know that if you don't listen to what they're saying, then you're actually being deceitful to yourself. Because they're saying it to you, because they're saying it, they want the best for you. And if you don't listen, that's why you need mentors. If you don't have a mentor, find one. Because the mentor will tell you, whether you like it or not, he will say it. But all he's saying is, he knows he's not going to hurt you because he knows that you actually came to him to seek help. And that's why he will say it to you we call it in black and white, right? So if you don't take him or what he or she is saying, that's your own problem. So it's always good for me develop that as well. Have a circle of very close people you listen to, not everybody. Right? If something is coming out of that circle, ignore it. Because it's not doing you any good. That's why it's not good to always have the same kind of people, the same skills. Have someone who's in financial, someone who's to sports, or you do music ministry, have someone who's in music or whatever. But all of them actually play a role in your life. Although they make you whole, they tell you different things that help you, guide you in a way that makes you whole, makes you who you are. But you have to listen to everybody. Then you stop filtering. You know, it's like that spirit of discernment. If you have to listen to everything, then you get confused. But if you filter what you actually listen to, it helps you much better. Thought I had to say that, sorry.
Oh, yes. Give my hand. Okay. I have some homework for you. Yeah, I thought you'd get away with it. I have actually some homework for you, okay? Which I'm going to send you, and then you can forward it to them. But you can pass it round so you can have an idea. You can prepare for it, okay? It's basically a life plan. How many of you do life plans? Oh, that many, whoa, okay. Has anybody ever thought of doing, oh no, you have to pass on the whole thing. It's the whole thing. Yeah, it's the whole thing. Yeah. So you just pass it on just for you to have a look. Have you heard of that phrase that if you fail to plan, you're planning to fail? Yeah. Good, it's your life you're talking about here. You understand? Has anybody taken Uber before? Uber. You take a Uber. What's the first question they ask you? Where to? Now you know where to because you've just been there 10 years. You know where you're going. So now you need to plan the journey, don't you? When you look at the Uber, it shows you, oh, we're going to pass here, we're going to pass there. This is it. This is it. Okay? You need to plan your life. Otherwise, life is going to happen to you. You're going to let people influence you, you know, and next thing you know, you're somewhere where you didn't even plan on being. And life is too precious. We only have one. Remember what you said? You don't want to regret anything. My grandmother died when she was 94. Okay. The best piece of advice she told me is, don't ever reach my age regretting not doing things you were meant to do. That's what propelled me to Ghana. Because it's like, okay, I need to do this. I don't want to die in Abrochi somewhere thinking, oh, I should have done Ghana. Because the experience here is amazing. I love it every single day. You know, since I've been here, 16 years, right? People say, oh, really? Do you ever go on holiday? I said, what for? What for? I used to spend big money to come here on holiday. Why am I going to go and spend big money again to go back where I just came from? Makes no sense. I'm still on holiday. I just happen to live here and work here. But to me, I'm still on holiday. This was my favorite destination. You know why? There's so many good souls here. So much to do. And I really, really, really want to be part of it. Actually, I'm going to become a Ghanaian if it kills me. Okay? For real. Okay? So, is the homework going through? Okay, good. Okay.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
It's part of what you are talking about.
That's okay.
All right. So, how do you deal with self-doubt? Self-doubt. Let me try and explain it. Like as you are saying, you can see where you have to be in 10, 20, 15 years old. And you know that there is fear, and you know that you must resist the fear. But somehow, there is this part of you too that feels that, what if it doesn't happen? The what if factor. So let me just add another question to this. So unfortunately for the new generation coming up, they have people like us who are quite okay, so we can grow them well. But
Think for yourself.
unfortunately for the majority of us here,
Mm-hmm.
you probably grew up with a mom who would lash you, or the dad, if you joke, kill you. You know, so you grew up with this thing, this fear. You try to even do something, they're like, no, you can't do it, all that. But you've grown up and you know that, okay, there is this matrix that you are caught in. You've tried to come out of it. And you feel you're out of it, but somehow you feel the matrix calling you back. How do you deal with that?
Knowing that you're in the matrix will help.
Yeah. Okay.
That's it. You just answered it yourself.
Mhm.
Right? But the thing is, once you're doubting, that means your plan is not fixed yet. If you had gone to that 10 years and lived it, there's no fear because you're already there. You've done it. You understand? You just need to retrace your steps. Okay? You said something about getting rid of the fear. Well, how did you phrase it?
Like getting rid of
The
someone.
fear. No, the fear. You said you don't want to be living in the fear, or you want to. I need to get the exact word that you said. Do you remember what you said? Does anybody remember what you said?
Self-doubt.
No, it's something about fear. You wanted to erase the fear.
Yes.
That is not the way to go.
Okay.
Because fear, if you don't step in it, you will always be afraid of it. If you walk into a dark room, no windows, nothing, you hear strange noises. How do you feel when you step in there? Door slams behind you. You've seen those horror films, right? Door slams behind you. How do you feel?
Well, we'll try around.
No, the door's closed.
Carry on.
No.
You have no choice, you just have to be in it.
And do what? No, you find the switch. You do not ignore the fear. You step into the fear, okay? And then you look around and you feel everything. Once you've lived the fear vanishes. Hmm? When was the last time you were really, really, really afraid of something, and then you did it, and then you realized that, what was I scared of? It was nothing. It was nothing. When was the last time anybody that you did anything that you thought was so scary, or even ask your mom for something or your dad? It's like, oh my God, oh my God. It's like, okay, I'm gonna ask my dad if I can go to this party, and it's like, oh, I know, you know. And he said, oh, okay, go. It's like, oh, really? Okay, you're gone. How did that feel? What's the word I'm looking for? You found courage. Courage is what's going to get you there. Even if it doesn't look right, you make it right. It doesn't feel right, you change something. You keep tweaking. You keep stepping into the fear all the time. When you were in your 10 years from now dream, were you afraid of anything? I think I asked you already. Why not?
That was my dream.
Because you switched the light on. You switched the light on. It was there, plain as day. You don't have to fear the future. You've been there. You've switched the light on. So what are you afraid of? Tell me, what are you afraid of? If it's up to you alone, you already know what to do, don't you? Yeah. What you're afraid of is for somebody to come and disrupt your moves. Don't allow it. Unless death. And that one, that is the ultimate dream. We are all where we want to go anyway. Yeah? So you don't have to be afraid. We all have that level of courage. We all have it. Look at little kids. I go back to them. They look like they're afraid of anything. You've got kids. Do they look afraid of anything? No. They don't. The only thing they're afraid of is physical pain if you smack them or something. And even that, they recover very quickly, but they'll know that, don't trust you. They don't trust you. You hurt me. Okay, fine. You know, the kids are not afraid of anything. So you need to, that little kid is still there. In all of you, that little kid is still in there, you know that. Full of courage, full of boldness, full of dreams. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. You need to wake that child up. break that child up. And like Venom said, if you're in doubt, find a mentor. Does anybody have a role model? Anybody, do you have a role model? Okay, young lady, who's your role model and why?
My mom.
Okay, great, that's great.
Yeah, my mom is my role model.
Why?
She taught me how to fight for fears, about fears, and how to ignore people. As I only said back me about
Like
me.
your mom?
Yeah, she when I'm worried, she said, ask yourself, did you go to your house or his house to eat this morning? I said no. Did you ask him money? I said no. Did you ask anybody to help you? I said no. I said yes. So ignore them, forget it. So
You're talking my language, that's what I've been saying for the
yeah,
past
so my
hour.
mom, so she is my.
Can you bring your mom next time? I would let her mom do my job. Okay, but you understand how it works though, yeah? Any more questions? I think I'm coming up next. Yeah, past the time. Any questions? Yes?
You were talking about allowing the children to grow organically, yes. And my worry is the place of the parents. As parents, you are there to direct, make input. And so how should we do with
You
this?
should. Remember, you're supposed to erase the word should from your vocabulary. Should is an imposition from somebody else's perspective on your life.
Okay.
Remember, madam, you should drive on the left, not on the right. No, I need to. Want is a desire. If I tell you right now, I want a chocolate ice cream, you are at liberty to ask me, Billy, do you need it? And I would say, no, I don't. I want it, but I don't need it. You understand? So when in doubt, reduce everything to need. What do you need? Want and should. Should is definitely out. Want is it's up to you. But need is vital. Because if you don't have it, you die. Okay? Now going back to your question about how to grow your kids. Us as adults, we are full of faults. We are not blameless. Okay? We have made mistakes. Unless you can put hand on the heart that everything you tell your child is the right thing, because you live by it, go ahead. I've seen parents telling their children, hey, you shouldn't be smoking. You go to the back of the house and you see that parents, they're puffing away like some crazy person. You understand? I had a doctor in London like that. Oh, you shouldn't be smoking. I went, okay, until one day I went, hey, what are you doing? Yeah, no, I know, but no. You understand? If you can't mean what you say and say what you mean, be careful how you teach your children. Okay? Because children, they don't listen to you, they watch you. They just watch you. Okay, you told me not to do this. What about you? They will ignore you and they'll become borderline rude with you. They will start rebelling because what you're telling them and what you're doing are completely different. So that's your role as a parent. Be just like this young lady. Be the role model your children need in their life. That's what you do. Otherwise, enroll the help of other people. You know, even teachers. Teachers, right? I used to say, there are no bad children, there are bad teachers. No, really. Because every child is teachable unless there's a psychological or physical reason why they can't learn. Okay? So it's the same with parents. The way you teach is the way they're going to absorb it. Yeah.
What if you've seen your child is repeating something that you did wrong, and you see the child going towards the same?
Then you bring them to me. No, for real. I've got a lot of clients who are coming to me and said, oh my God, really, I see my child doing exactly what I did and I know where they're going with it. You know, I bring both the child and the parent. We have child psychologists in my office also, because we can't take everybody, you know. But the thing is, they say in Ghana, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree or something like that, yeah? Why is that? The way your mother taught you is the way you're going to teach your child, and the way you're teaching your child will be repeated, unless they become totally rebellious. When somebody, oh, my mother did that to me, I said, where's your mother? I would go and ask her mother or his mother how they were brought up. And trust me, it cascaded from their grandparents and their grandparents. If you know that what you're doing is a problem to you, then don't teach your child to do what you did. You need to stop what you're doing, and the child will stop.
No, I'm not talking about doing it now. Like your child is going to uni, like you see, the child is going to uni and is doing something that you know that it's wrong.
Oh, from whose perspective?
From okay, your child is supposed to be learning. Maybe they are enjoying the course that they are doing. Let's say the child wants to be a pilot. She's enjoying it, but then she has an exam on Monday or Tuesday, and then you see her trying to go clubbing or something that you know that's
So that's what you did, huh?
No,
it's okay, no, we get it. No, that's what you did. Okay, now let me tell you something. That child does not want to be a pilot. It's as simple as that. If you have a dream and it's strong enough, trust me, you're going to forget everything and everybody. You're going to do that. You're going to go there. You're going to go there. The reason why I mentioned pilot is I was watching CNN yesterday morning or last night, and there was this woman who became the very first black woman pilot in her country. I forgot where it was. From Kenya. Okay.
I think I've seen that.
Exactly. Do you see how determined she was?
She's in her 30s, isn't she?
No, I think she's older than that now. Yeah. But she was the first of everything. She was sitting next to her dad, who was also a pilot when she was 13 years old. That's determination. Can you imagine her being at school saying, you want to be a what? Pilot? All right, yeah. They probably laughed at her. And look at her now, she's a big madam. Because she was determined, stubbornly determined to become that. So if you have a child in school who say, yeah, I want to do this, and they go clubbing, they don't want to be that. They don't. It's like somebody who wants to lose weight, okay? They say, oh, yes, I want to lose weight, or I want to lose weight. And it's like, what have you got in your bag? Oh, really? Okay, sweets, cakes, you know. You see, I do some corporate counseling in some of this organization, right? And we have the employees coming to us said, yeah, Billie, you're right, I really need to lose weight. Put me on the list of the nutritionist tomorrow, and she's coming tomorrow. Okay, no problem. I said, okay, yeah, great, you want to lose weight. How many kilos? Oh, it's 10 kilos. Okay, fine. I follow them to the canteen at lunchtime. And I sit next to them. You know how guilty they feel? Because after all this they've given me, what do I see in their plate? Food for this side. Meat. They feel guilty. You know what they do? One of them cracked me up. He got up. When he saw me coming, he said, this woman, she's going to do it to me. I know she's going to do it. She's going to sit next to me and I won't be able to swallow my thing. He got up with his tray. He went back. He came back and I swear, this guy had a piece of tomato, 3 lettuce leaves, and on the fufu. And he says to me, I will try, And it's like, you see what I'm saying? So, this is how people try. If you're determined to do something, your fire inside won't allow you to do anything else. It won't allow you. You know how they tried to keep me in London? Guilt tripping. My son would call me, Mommy, there's no bread in the house. I said, are you serious? I'm all the way in Ghana. What do you want me to do about it? There's no bread in the house. Oh, Mommy. Oh, no. Said, no, really. I'm in Ghana. Don't call me again for these kind of ridiculous things. Even if you get bullied, deal with it. Your father is there. You know? You understand? Nobody nobody could prevent me from being here. 16 years later, you know, of course they stopped trying, right? Because they know I'm not gonna budge. I'm here now, okay? But if you want to do something, if you need to do something, whether you're 2 years old or 82 years old, you're gonna do it. This young lady there, I was watching her the whole time when I came. Every single move someone was doing, she did it better than him even. She did it better. The intent in her movement was serious. Did anybody see her do a movement?
Okay.
Even when she was doing her thing, I'm thinking, me, I would fall down after two or three, I would fall down. I'm talking about you, yeah. It's like, this woman is solid. She's solid. She was doing all the movement and the massaging, and I'm like, wow, I need to go and hang out with her. Because I don't know how old you are, but I want to be just like you at your age. Seriously. And it's intent. It's the intention. She means to do it. She's not pretending. She's doing it, and you can see she's been doing it because she's good at it. What's your name? Your name? Anna. She's being the best Anna she can be.
Yeah.
And this is it. So I think we all need to clap for her because she's amazing. So if you need a role model, Anna will give you her number, okay? And then she will talk to you. Okay. So on this note, I'm going to make a move unless you have some urgent question. One more. Is everybody okay?
Mine is how to deal with anger. Okay.
That's a whole long class by itself. How to deal with anger. I'll give you my number. It's okay. How to deal with anger. Anybody else suffering from anger? Yeah? All of you? Oh, you people don't want me to go. Okay, that's all right. Okay.
The list, it's not only the anger, I have a lot of issues. But I would know. Okay. The listening gets me edgy. Like I can even throw stuff. And after everything you regret and sit and it's like, okay, why did I even do this? And the second one is I really self-pity myself. I'm always looking for faults to dwell on, to cry and all that. It's like I'm there. It's a whole mess. Yes, it's a whole mess, and I really want to come out of it. I really need to come out of it because it's not helping me at all. It's not.
Okay. So we're going to deal with your anger. So you can come here if you want. Come here if you want. Okay, you can stand here if you want. Okay. So, emotional wellness, on a scale of 1 to 10, where are you in terms of emotional wellness right now?
I know I'm 2.
You're 2?
Down.
You're down 2?
Yeah.
Okay. What's missing to be a 10?
I don't really know what.
And you do know. What's missing to be a 10? What will get you to be happy?
Happy. I have to be confident in my skin. That I want to do the stuff I really want to do.
Yeah, you need to do, you mean?
I really need to do. I need to feel fulfilled.
What are you doing about it?
I try.
What are you doing about it?
I really want to be I really need to be a fashion designer. I try. I sew a dress. Then probably I get a criticism and it weighs me down. I really just want to leave everything and just sit and cry.
Okay. So it wouldn't come to your mind to go back to your sewing machine and tweaking it the way the person wants? Or the way it is the way it needs
After
to
I'm
be
done
made?
self-pitying, pitying myself, then I go back to the sewing machine.
Okay. So basically, you're angry at yourself. You're not angry at anybody else.
At myself.
But you're throwing things. Are you throwing things at people?
Yes.
But they're not to blame. That's not fair. That's not fair at all. I mean, you know, that way. If you were a client, I would go back with you and find out where that started. Nobody wakes up and say, I'm going to do self-pity. Nobody. So something happened. Somebody said something that got you to feel a way, which you haven't recovered from.
Yes, I thought my parents really like me.
There you go. Okay. But we like you.
I was a little stubborn growing up, so I felt my sister was calm and everybody liked her. I was the stubborn person in the house, so I was always keen.
You mean determined or stubborn? It's different. It's different. Stubborn is so negative, but determined is very positive, you know? Okay.
So I grew up feeling nobody likes me. So I would prefer being in my corner instead of going all out.
So you felt criticized?
Yes. My parents were always complaining, don't do this and you're doing it, don't do that and you're doing it.
So you're full of scars, basically, and that's why it hurts when somebody criticizes you. You know, you still feel the pain everywhere. That's why, you know. So we need to heal that one for this one to be better. Thank you. Thank you very much for sharing. That was very brave of you.